Order submitted.
All right, good morning, everybody. Marcia, good morning. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. We'll kick the tires on the AI Auto Trader this morning and see if we can shake loose a few pennies here. Looks like we got a nice entry right here. Just jumped up on the chart here. We
Order submitted.
got a pivot here coming down on the NQ. We'll see what that looks like, how that's going to work out for us. Let's see if we're broadcasting live here, if everything's working for us here.
Order canceled. Order filled.
All right, Nightbot's back.
Order submitted.
Everything must be working.
Order submitted.
All right, GC's moving up the leaderboard this morning. All right, Rory, everything working? Audio, video? How about audio? That's always been a little bit to get going. Scott, good morning. Good. Okay, good. Tom, awesome. Everybody joining us. Great. Getting in the saddle here. Take a look at the NQ, see what it's doing this morning. Looks like 20,000 is going to be the number today. Volume, let's go. Stefan, is that you passed the $25,000 yesterday too? Let me see. It's Miller time, that's right. Let me grab the Discord real quick. I wanted to see who that was. Steven, was that you who passed yesterday a $25,000 Apex? Oops.
Order filled. Order filled.
Okay, let's take a look at the charts here and see what's happening. We've got a couple of strategies here moving through the ranks up here on the leaderboard. Good looking leaderboard already this morning. Just popped in the chair not long ago, so heavy duty. A lot of bots out there working for us. I did turn my system off and on to get the other accounts to come in here this morning, but I believe the ES one day pass was doing okay. Rory, how did your ES one day pass continue? Did that trade work out for us? And if anybody out there has our software and you have any strategies that are doing better than these, let me know. Okay, we want to do the ODP. Okay, let me mess with that volume, Stephen. Thank you.
Order canceled.
Yeah, I'll just go try to turn that volume up again. It defaults for some reason to a lower volume.
Order filled.
Okay, microphone, where are you at?
Order filled. Order filled. Order submitted. Order filled.
There we go. All right, I'm just grabbing the microphone, try to turn it up a little bit here.
Order submitted.
System.
Order filled.
Okay, that should help a lot there. Maybe do a communication check. Stephen, how'd that do for us? Thing defaults down to like 30%. I don't know. I gotta figure out how to save the default. I think there. Okay, good. Let's see what else is happening here. We got a couple of accounts here to burn through. All good. Thanks, Stephen. Yeah, thanks for letting me know too, because it's you know, painful to talk for an hour and then someone can't hear. That's just painful. And I've been trading these crosses a little bit here too, trying to make a little money. You know, because the rules at Apex, I don't want to push the rules too far, right? I want to use a little bit of the automation, but make it semi-automated so that so I can still get paid. So I'm just trying to, you know, work them both, work the bots and then work the crosses here to get some trades in. Kind of show you a little bit of the background of the Apex and kind of how that process is going for me. Right now I have 13 PA accounts, and the longest one I think is right here, 16. I've got like 11,000 in that one. This one I've had for 14 days. I've got 12 in it. So this is the P&L for the accounts, and then I like I mentioned, I flipped 4 more over yesterday. So let me get rid of this text box. So these are new last night. And then my strategy, kind of just talk through my strategy. It'll be different than anybody else's, I'm sure. But the way that I do it is I go all in. You know, I try on my first day, like I've got these 4. I'm going to try to get at least 1,000 in those today. And if I lose them, that's just the way it goes, unfortunately. But that's what I've been doing. I've been trying to really, I call it stacking wood. I'm an old country boy, and you know, we used to stack wood and you know, prepare for the winter. So we're gonna stack wood over here, and once we get these in this range, then they just you know, put them on cruise control. But to get them up to the position to let them simmer, we gotta be a little. I gotta be a little aggressive to get them there. So that's why on those charts, you know, I have some, and this is good. This is good. I'll be able to share that with you guys to see what Apex will actually let us get away with. So this is good for everybody, I think. Let me go back to this here. You know, I took a heck of a drawdown. Nah, I was up to 12,000 in it, and you know, I was swinging with a big stick. I was taking 10 contracts, and I went down in the whole $5,000 one day. Oh, it's almost $6,000 one day. But then the next day I recovered nicely. I made 3,200 the next day. Lost 1,100, made 2,500. So, you know, this one I'm really going to push the limits to see if they'll pay. So I'll be able to communicate that back to you guys and kind of let you know what is and what isn't working when it comes to getting paid with Apex. Now, a few of these I've been really consistent, but that's just kind of rare. This one right here, you can kind of see the values. Apparently on the first day I got 0. Some of these days they had rhythmic issues, so that's kind of a little bit hard to tell, but this one's 1,500. I'm looking down here in the bottom one. That's how much you make per day, profit and loss. So that's 1625. I lost 35, 167 down the whole. So this one was pretty consistent. You know, if I lost money, it was very little. Looks like about 167 was the biggest losing day, and then my biggest winning day was somewhere in the neighborhood of 1,500. It looks like. So if we want to just do that 30% rule together, we can do that too, just so we can all be clear on how that works. What we do is we take the amount of days, the largest payout. So right now this is at 10,000, and that's kind of an easy number to think of what 30% of 10,000 is. It's $3,000. So as long as I don't have a trade over $3,000, then I meet the 30% consistency rule, and I don't. So this one shouldn't be no problem. This one though, this one right here. This one I made 2,800 one day and 32. So, and now it's at Now it's at 11 grand. So the highest trade should be about 3,100. That's kind of the consistency rule, how they work that. Okay, we got a good trade right here. This is this one's the NQ 30 range signal A. It's very similar to the haymaker. In fact, I'm surprised I don't see the haymaker here. It's a NQ signal A, and you can see it took the trade right there after the cross. After the candle closes, oh, I wanted to show you guys that Sergio put in a new parameter for us, and I'm testing it right now. So this is a new parameter. I'll go into the strategies tab and show you. Go in new strategy. And I'll bring it over here so we can see it. So Sergio created us a new feature. So if the candle confirmation is checked, then it'll only take a trade if the candle closes in the color that it's heading. So we'll have to check that box in the future. Yeah, Stephen, that's the direction now. So, like, we're going to set up some PAs in a few minutes, and I've got like, I call it a basic, signal A entry, but it's 20. So it's 20 ticks target, 20 tick stop, and 20 tick trailer. So that keeps you, just kind of in I call it a safe zone, so you don't get tricked out too much. And that's the one that I run most of the time on the PAs, some version of it. And then I move the targets. I move the targets because if it'll run more than 20, I wanna stay in. So that's how I was able to get, $2 grand is a hard number to get if you're only trading like 1 or 2 contracts. Okay, Scott, thank you for bringing that in. Scott's got some news here for us. 3 minutes to the manufacturing PMI. So we'll see what that has to offer for us. It's probably done and gone by now, I would assume. Let me go get the Forex Factory real quick. Or if anybody knows a better website to go get information from, let me know. Oh boy, it must be hitting. Yeah, Scott kind of brought us up to speed here, but this is what's on the calendar for today. Like he just mentioned, the flash service is PMI in manufacturing. Oh, that's Great Britain. Here we go. Here we go. U.S. 9:45. Okay, right now. All right, here it goes. This is the anticipated report coming out right now. Let's go, Scott. Scott, you were the one to nail the $250,000 account, right? Do you still have it? Tell me you still have it. I'd be amazed. I hope I'm not the only one blowing through them. Looks like a good entry here. Let's get the box set up. So I'm going to go ahead and get some set up to run on these accounts over here. Yeah, so let's put these on, I call it cruise control, now that they're, up in a good range. And then I want to know what ODP we want to use today. Yeah, Scott, it's not easy. It's not easy. But you know, let's try together and see if we can figure this thing out, right? I mean, that's what I'm here for, is to try to, I'll call it break things, right? To break them and see if it's, you know, will work. So I'll try to break things here for us and be like a guinea pig or whatever you want to call it. But I'll try to be the conduit between Apex and our clients so that I can, you know, give you the best information possible. So I'm pushing, you know, pushing the boundaries possibly.
Order submitted. Order filled. Order filled.
Got a new signal we're testing here, the signal D. Let's see, where is that here? Okay, it's breaking even. I'm hopeful on this one. This one's a wild card, but a new signal that we have that's looking interesting. Okay, let's get them going here. If you guys had an ODP, which one would you want me to use today? You know, I'm near and dear to the NQ, but I'm not opposed to trying one over in the ES or the CL or even the gold. Those have actually, my RTY is up too. As far as I look at data, the RTY was up and the ES was up for me on my machine on this one. This one's off and on an awful lot though. I've got two other ones that are on almost all the time that I don't use as for like an R&D machine. So yeah, that one, the haymaker's up 400. Let me see here. Okay, here we go. Yeah, go back to this one. Yeah, if you guys could let me know what's up on your machine too. I'd love to hear if you're making any money. Ooh, got a nice trade from David Wise on Google.
Order filled.
Speaking of Google, NVIDIA to the moon, come on. Everybody here is probably in on NVIDIA now. Rory gave us that tea leaf the other day. I told my girlfriend about it, and she bought it yesterday for, I think she said she paid, I think she said she paid $138 or $139 yesterday, and then it went down to $131 in the afternoon, and I thought, oh, sorry for telling you about that. Sorry about that. I said, but just don't look at it, and before you know it, it'll be 150.
Order filled.
So NVIDIA to 150. In fact, I'm gonna buy some more today. After the broadcast, I'm gonna take a look at it and see if it's a good buy. If anybody owns NVIDIA, let me know how it's going. Rue, are you out there? Rue, can you give me an ODP?
Order submitted.
Oh boy, this is a beauty trade right here, isn't it?
Order filled.
Look at this beauty. Had to stand some heat though. Look at this one. It entered right here. Took some heat, and now it is making payday. Wow, 125. Uh-oh. Scott, what are you at? Did you buy?
Order filled.
When Rory told me, I'm at I think I'm at 113. All right, we're going to get this thing rolling in a second here. What a great trade here. Entered into the profit window. The stop came down into the profit window now, so we locked in at least $500 on this trade. What a beauty right here. On the doorstep. Yeah, I was just looking. I'm actually 116. That's where I'm at. 116. Scott's around 120. Okay. Yep, we're in the same range. Wow, 124 right now. So that's a pretty big pullback from 139 yesterday. She's bumming. Yeah, that's tough, picking stocks and even trading, right? We all know how tough it is. So, but yeah, when you give someone advice and it doesn't work out, it's like, yeah, huge bummer. Boom, baby. Drop the hammer. What a great strategy right here. This NQ 30 range signal A. Just a great strategy. Get it set up with that 50 in our favor. Boom. The GC just hit the ODP for Scott. Way to go. Woo! Way to go, Scott. Just going to look through mine and see where... Okay, mine isn't... I might have my hours off. Let's see here. Let's take a quick look at my hours and see what I've got. 7:30 to 8, 9 to 9:30. Okay. For some reason I didn't have any trades in that window. I could have been off and on my machine too.
Order submitted. Order filled.
All right, had a good trade. Ah, yeah, that's the way it goes. All right, well let me not say that here. Let me get an account set up. So I just want to wait and show how to do this. Rouge trading the gold on the Unarenko. Yeah, the Unarenko charts are nice.
Order canceled.
Show you how to get this loaded over here. So this is the strategy template, and we have them pre-configured for you, so you don't have to do any work. I'm just going to load one up. I load the PA up here. 50,000 PA account that I've designed here and pulled together so that it's now this one I just have random numbers in. You know, you always want to look at your own account and kind of see what what your profit would be like on your PA account, because each one of them has their own little story you need to kind of keep up with. But I typically try for 1,000 and try to not lose it, but I try to risk 500 on the trade here. And now we'll, because these are already all, well into, actually I got to think for a second. I want to use the trade copier and show you guys a few things. So maybe I shouldn't get this going with the trade copier. I'll just get this going on one of them, and then we'll use a trade copier for the other ones. Just kind of scanning my my accounts to figure out which one to play. So these are the new ones. Let's do do number 183. Oh shoot, they're not in my list. Okay. So I'm going to put this on an account and hit go. Hit the go button. Over here's how we enable them, and this one's now set up to roll on the NQ. The next entry signal we get, we'll take the trade with it, as long as it's in alignment with the 50. Coming downhill quite a bit on the NQ here today. Wow, Rue's up 1750. Congratulations, Rue. Way to go. Kind of scanned through the leaderboard for us this morning. So yeah, if I wanted to kind of, just look at which accounts to play this morning, I would obviously just kind of take a look at my leaderboard and see which ones were happening. Making some big time money. Boy, I had a nice day yesterday, guys. Woo! I had a good day yesterday. Oh, I had a nice one. Grab this. So NVIDIA is sitting at 124.65 right now. So it's at 124. 124 bucks a share. And if you guys get a minute, take a look at the video that I put out yesterday. Made 15 grand on the accounts, actually a little more than that on the PA accounts, and passed an eval yesterday. But using these crosses is pretty powerful. Taking big swings. Rue got me all excited when he said, you need to size up to make any money. So I did that, and Since I did that, things have changed quite a bit over here. Got plenty of them into the payday now. I think I've got 6 or 7 of them over 5,000-6,000. All right, so we got this one armed, ready to roll. And let's get some ODPs going. I don't see any ODP. Oh, there's one. Scott, GC, ODP. If you guys could in the chat, put ODP for me and what instrument you want me to trade it on. And if you're trading one, let's do it. Let's try to do one together. See if we can get a double pass. Double pass challenge. Let's go. So right here, I've got a few. Let's get one going. So if I wanted to do a one-day pass and get that thing rolling, the easiest way to do it would be to in your strategies tab right here. Again, we sell this software. This is the AI Auto Trader. If you're new to watching us, this is the first time. I'm Mark Miller, the owner of the company, and we own software that we develop. And this is our strategies here. I bought the company about 1.5 years ago, 2 years ago now, and it was a company that was running, I think, since 2013. And the guy that I bought it from was like a real mathematical genius. So he's developed a lot of these mathematical algorithms and things behind the scenes here to sort of pull off this trick. And Sergio does all the programming for me now, but. This is our software, and all these are different strategies down here. We call them bots. And if we kind of look at the leaderboard, these are all new from today. So this is how much money this one's made today so far. And it's still trading. It's got open windows in the parameters. We set times when it's alive and awake and trading. And so each one of these have their own time slots that they trade in. And we try to pick, the best, most profitable times to get them into the market. So they're in there swinging away, trading away. We jumped in on number 175. We got a $200 winner out of number 175 here. Took that short entry. And got us a little nugget, a $200 nugget, or 192 actually. You lose a little bit for commission. And we're in again, and that was quick. So those ones keep it, within range. It's a decent strategy to, keep yourself from getting too far away, plus or minus. Take a look at this one real quick. What's going on here? I accidentally had signal C selected. Don't want to select signal C. Okay, but I do want to make sure that I have that only taking the trade if the candle closes green.
Order submitted. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Okay, there we go. A little snafu there. I had had signal C selected in that little strategy setting for some reason. YMODPs on long. Thanks, Robert. Appreciate you joining this morning. Okay, let's get the ODP going here. This is a good time. The market's starting to get a little bit of movement. Ooh. A little bit jumpy here. You know, we want to try to deploy the bots into the best condition possible. So these are great conditions, you know, when you see these big moves. Once we're kind of consolidating here, probably not the exact best time to jump in. But we'll go ahead and get her armed and ready to go. Oh yeah, we have a webinar this afternoon at 1 o'clock. If anybody wanted to join and kind of learn more about the system, Rory Powers is going to go over it in a little more depth and show a little bit more of the long-term performance of the bots and how they've been doing. If Rory's out there, maybe he'll drop in a link into the chat box and you could register for that webinar later. Here we're going to get this. Let's go ahead and make sure these crosses align with our strategy. So to do that, we're going to just pick the same exact settings that our strategy has set up for it. And I think I'm on 30. Okay. So now unless we see a cross, we won't get an entry. And we can always take a look and reverse engineer success too. Again, we enter this automated strategy on candle close. So that's why I always on the green cross, or red cross, I always go to the top of the candle or the bottom of the candle. And then this one was a $180 trade with one contract. Oh, thank you, Rory. Man, the other day I passed 16 of these evals with these ODPs. 16. Oh my goodness. That was a huge day. So to get an ODP set up, there's two ways to do it. I always do it this way. You guys, if you own the system, you wouldn't even do it this way. You would go the easier way. But for me, I'm going to load it up. And again, these are the prescripted hours, but this is the best time to trade it. You can trade it anytime, but that was the best hour that we had of performance. So that's the one we give to you guys. Trying to deliver the best opportunity window. It could hit anytime. It's running about a 45% win rate, so it's about a 50-50. Which is pretty good. It took me a long time to pass my first one, so if you can get something to pass on third or fourth try, that's pretty darn awesome. So the account that we'll use is 1234. Okay, we're going to take this long trade right here. Oh, yeah. Let me make sure this is a... I always want to do that candle close because that's a great feature. Okay, it already is. All right, so if it closes, this is a good time to see if this is working. If this candle closes red, it should not take the trade. If it closes, okay, good. It didn't take the trade. So Sergio is awesome. Way to go, Sergio. So he's added a feature there that stopped that trade from happening. Now that one closed green though. And we're right in this zone where there's not much love for us here. Let's see if we can pull this rabbit out of the hat. Boom, baby! Woo! I couldn't move my target fast enough. Man, I was trying to move that thing out of the way. Ooh, ODP got $2,000 on that deal. Ah! I was looking at the PA. ODP, baby, come on! 1234, where you at here? All right, we took that trade in a couple accounts there. The ODP took it. Took 10 contracts, and it ran it right on up. It ended up with the profit window, and so it went out at 2,000. We still got a little bit of work to do on it, but it took a nice chunk out of it for us. So we got $2,000 on that deal, and we made a little bit of money on our PA account on that one trade. So that's the way the auto trader works. It just jumps in and does it for you. I couldn't move my target fast enough there. It jumped up right into it. All right, nice trade. That was fun. Sorry, I was on the wrong, not the wrong one, but I was on a different account. You know what's kind of interesting? Let's do a couple duplicates here because everybody always wonders, you know, hey, does Sim reflect live? So let's kind of prove that theory. You can duplicate the window. By the way, Charles showed me this the other day. You can right-click on the chart, the red chart at the top right, and you can hit duplicate window. That creates you another chart exactly like the one you have. So we're just going to put two of them side by side here and look at the entries. Sorry, it's a little small. I just want to see the entries so that we can kind of just discern where we're getting entries at. So on the PA, I'm going to open my PA account too. They both took the same exact trade. So the PA account took it at 968.5, and it looks like we got we're in at 968.75 over here with 1234. And then, you know, as you buy more contracts, if there's not enough available, it'll go down to the next price that someone's selling them for. So it looks like we had looks like a 0.75, 0.0, and a 0.25. So it looks like about two tick spread there. Boy, that was a juicy trade, wasn't it? Look at this beauty. Oh my goodness. Oh, I wish I could have moved that darn target a little bit quicker. Look at this juicy trade, guys. Woo-wee. Show me the money. We went out right here. Oh my goodness, look at this thing. So we entered here. This trade's still on the move. $750 on one contract. Times that by 5, which I typically trade, you're looking at 7, let's see, 8 times 5 is 4, about 4,000, 3,000 something. Great trade right there. Hope somebody got that one with us. Scott didn't get this one, this NQ right here. Just know that you could be in a trade and that we have this new feature here too, but it closed on green in anyway. It should have hit for you. You know, unless it was in a trade already. That's the only thing that I can think of. I got it on 2 different accounts, so it was pretty legit.
Order filled. Order filled.
Okay. It was in the same place. I gotcha.
Order filled.
So we do need to do a little bit of maintenance here with this account. I just need to watch it if it does take another trade because, no, it'll stop. It'll actually stop on its own. The session stop loss will take it out of the trade. So if it gets to 3,100, it'll go out of the trade. So it should be fine.
Order submitted.
So kind of looking at the leaderboard this morning. Oh, big leaderboard. Holy moly. Wow. Whew. A lot of good ones this morning. Could throw a dart at it and pick one. Awesome day. Fun Friday. Woo, let's go. All right, I got to get some more PAs working here, so we'll go get some more set up. Oh yeah, sorry, Scott. All those have we condense those windows again to try to deliver the best opportunity for you. For me, I'll trade these things all day long, you know, so I don't want to, you know, give you mixed messages, but we try to deliver you guys the best opportunity times. Speaking of that, me and the team get together every Friday and optimize these strategies. We look at the data from the last week and maybe even further back to try to get them all into profitability zone and continue to work on them. So let's get some more going here. Just go grab them out of the toolbox, load them up. Okay, we're in again. Let's take a look at this one. This one's it's a little tight to that pivot, but apparently we have enough room. Let's take a quick look at this one. Make sure that the pivots are still working. So to do that, I got to see how many ticks. I changed it to dollars. You can change these right here to currency or ticks. Oh yeah, it was 49 ticks away. I only have 30 ticks of buffer. 36 ticks. Darn. That was close. I might want to set that pivot a little further away. So I had another strategy. I was just doing that before that trade started. So we're just going to get another one rolling on a PA account here. Load it up. Again, these parameters are pre-programmed for us. This was where I was talking about, we have this clear the volume zones and pivots. I had it set at 30. It's a little close to a pivot that I probably don't want to go, even though we're only trying to go 20 ticks, as we all know, those pivots are pretty painful. So we'll just try to give a little more separation there. And the way I kind of work these, if I make these adjustments and they work out for me throughout the week, I then put those in the spreadsheet for everybody to have. So like if, for example, this works out better for me, I'll put that in the spreadsheet for us so everybody, kind of has the data the same, at least the best that we can think of. Okay, so we're off again. Getting a good pullback here. See what other instruments are doing well this morning. Maybe take a look at a couple on the chart here. NQ's leading the way big time. Black gold's kind of rising up a little bit. Got a GC kind of moving through here, so let's take a look at the CL real quick. This one's the CL black gold. Boy, that strategy's been good for a long time too. One of our most consistent strategies right here, black gold. Okay, Rue's calling for the ODP on the GC. Let's take a look at that one next. Black gold. Oops. Okay, it's in a trade too. It took this this cross right here, this entry. Trying to go long. We'll see this. The CL and the GC are a little slower than the NQ, so I kind of have a hard time trading them. They're perfect for an auto trader though, because it doesn't care how long it takes. It'll sit there and just grind away, grinds away. All right, so that's the CL. And let's see the GC that was doing good, signal A. So let's look at this market a little bit, the oil market. Oh wow, really super flat for a long time. Ooh, yuck. Eesh. Jeez. Huh. Yeah, that's hardly tradable, I would say, right there. So this one's a tough one. Now it is $10 a tick, so that does change the game some. So that's the CL, pretty consolidated. And let's look at the GC, the gold nugget. Oh yeah, this is the one to trade right here. Rue, come on, what are you waiting for? You should be telling me all over the chat. Hey, quit running your mouth and start looking at the GC. That thing's on a downward spiral. Catch it by the tail. Oh my goodness. So yeah, this one's definitely in play right here. Let's get this one going really quick. So again, when you see something like this, it's opportunity time. So we're going to do a new strategy. And you guys won't have to do that. You already have the gold loaded up for you. I'm going to do it. I'm going to load it so I don't mess with my data. That's why I don't just change the account, which you would do. You can easily just change the account in the ones that we have loaded for you. But I like to keep the data integrity because we share with our community of traders the profit that the strategies made throughout the week. So that's why I load up a new one every time. And again, the best window to trade this one was from 7:30 till 8 or 9 to 9:30. So I'm just going to trade it, any old time. So to do 24 hours, you just put the same time in twice. So we're going to do ODP, and we're all set there. And we get 2 swings at it with this one. So we just got to make sure it's on the GC. Okay, we just jumped in on one of our Apex accounts. So GC. And now we want to use number 1235. Taking a little heat on this trade. We're going, trying to go short. This is the ODP. Again, we needed $1,000 more. So this one could hurt our feelings here if it keeps doing what it's doing. It's going to go into the bus zone here. Come on. Oh, boy. This one hurts. Oh, darn it. That one snuck away right there. That one tricked everybody, I bet. Boy, that looks like a nice, just fall away. Woo. Man, I could have went hook, line, and sinker into that one. Darn it. All right. So 1235, we got this one armed if we can catch one to go our way. Aw, that's really awesome. Appreciate that. That's really awesome. Best software on the market here. Thank you. Hope you're an owner. Trading a session. Are you an owner? An owner? Getting in a little consolidation here. We're consolidated last time along this line too. Sometimes I'll even draw a rectangle. You know, who taught me this was Craig Emery. Craig Emery runs one of our futures rooms, and he's a professional trader for us. And if you want to, get mentored by somebody who really knows what they're doing, I've got 2 really good professional futures traders. And we offer a free 2-week trial. You're welcome to jump in there and just kind of hang out with them for a day or two. See if you get value. But I learned this from Craig Emery. I'm going to draw this is simple, but just draw a triangle. It just tells me, hey, this is a rectangle. Rectangle. Hey, maybe you don't want to trade in this zone right here, because you don't know if it's going up or down. It's kind of consolidation zone, so those are a decent idea. Yeah, I figured you had our software. Thank you. What's your number one strategy this morning? Because I was off and on. So unfortunately, I don't have a good read on the best strategy for the day. Looks like my NQ30 range signal AAI bot is the lead dog on my other computer, which is number 4 on this one. Okay, the other one has the 1-day pass NQ at 2,000.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
It just kind of gives us a zone not to get faked out of, potentially. I mean, we're going to let the bot do what it wants, but just kind of gives us a little picture of consolidation zone here.
Order filled.
Okay, the GC, what happened to that one? GC, I didn't enable it. Just gonna double check all the settings. Yep. GC, Apex, 135, okay. We'll get this one rolling. So that one's armed now, and this is the gold. This one looking really juicy right here. Okay, so she's getting a little bit of life in it. If by chance this one pulls back, we'll probably get in this trade. I know the 50's green right now, but as the price drops, it would turn it red probably. And we would probably jump in this trade. Let's get these crosses to match up with the strategy.
Order canceled.
And it looks like they are. No, I saw 100. Okay, now we should see those crosses come on in the proper position for the trade. And we're trading number 35.
Order filled. Order submitted. Order filled.
I'm going to take one more look at it. I forgot about that candle close parameter. Candle confirmation.
Order filled.
Okay, so gold had a big downward slide. Rude, you get in on all that action? Wow. Ooh, that was a huge one. Let's take a look at this move.
Order filled. Order submitted.
$4,000. Ooh, one contract, $4,000. That's a huge move. My goodness.
Order submitted. Order filled.
Gold's having a little rebound here.
Order submitted.
If it does the pullback, we're in on that one.
Order submitted.
And we armed number 20 or 37 here with the NQ 1-day pass. ODP, ODP. So we've developed these strategies again where it's 10 contracts trading, and you're trying to get to $3,100 to pass that $50,000 eval on one trade. One trade, the one trick pony. That's what I used to be called. I used to play a lot of golf, and people would say, "Hey, can you join our foursome for these tournaments?" Because I could drive the golf ball like crazy, and I was always called the one trick pony because I can hit it a long ways. But that might be about it. Someone else will have to putt it. The one trick pony right here. Come on. So we got a signal C strategy moving up to the top of the ranks here. So we just jumped in on something. Must be the NQ. Let's take a look. ODP, ODP. Come on, baby, other way, other way. Trying to clear through 950 down here. It's a tough number apparently. Let's see if we can get this one to roll for us. There's 50. Holding tight on 50. Looks like it's pushed up to 952. Got a couple of good looking candles. Those candles tend to tell you that the bottles are upside down and coming low. Trying to clear 950s. We're right on in at 950.25. Taking some heat. ODP. Oh boy, it said turn around. Let's go the other way. So we're in on 175. Come on, Oh, just short.
Order filled.
Whew, that was close.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Man, this zone's going to be a tough one today, isn't it? Not going to give us anything in this little zone. It's going to just chop us up here, so we'll have to, I've had some great sessions in the afternoon. Like, I get chopped up at, and when I call it prime time, 9:30 to 11. Man, once the afternoon starts, I start getting some mojo, some nice moves, and that's when I make all my money. We're going to take another trade here. This one's going to chop us up again. I'll keep that one on.
Order filled.
Yeah, TS, I've traded pre-market and then in the afternoons and really, made all my money. I don't know if I make much money between 10 and 11 anymore. It makes it really hard. They really work us into this, into these zones here, and just kind of keep us out of the game. Well, I hate that too, because this is our prime time. This is when it's usually all the action, so it's a little bit hard to trade in these ones here. Let's see what gold's doing though. That was the one where this had all the good action.
Order filled.
Okay, we got that short, but we were a little green on the 50, I believe, at the time.
Order filled.
We'll try to take a discretionary trade here to get this one, number 1232. I need to just need to take a trade.
Order submitted. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Oops. Wrong one. There we go.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order filled.
That's funny, TS. Yeah, I think it is. A lot of losses there. Now, if we look at the gold slide, it just looks like a decent opportunity to try to continue this trend if possible. Rue brought it to our attention again. Rue, thank you.
Order submitted. Order filled.
Okay, yeah, Rue, that's good advice. We do have a gold nugget working 24 hours a day on another computer. So I am collecting data on that. And we can look at those slivers of time that you're talking about where potentially we're seeing some good movement.
Order submitted. Order filled. Order filled. Stop fill.
So let's take a look at the NQ again and see if there's any opportunities here.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
We are out of the box.
Order submitted. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Okay, getting back to 20,000. 20,000, here we come. Boy, that's a big number. That was cool to see. Blew right by it a couple of days ago. Like it wasn't even there. Like it wasn't a special number at all. Just cruised right on through it. So if you're new here, let me introduce myself. I'm Mark Miller, the owner of Right Line Trading. This is our software. Let me bring up this little text box. And we developed these strategies here that trade on NinjaTrader 8 platform. And these strategies, right here's kind of the leaderboard for today. Oh, I know it, the black gold.
Order filled.
Black gold's lead dog right here. These are the ones on my machine that are up so far this morning. Looks like black gold's leading the way at 588. But we've got quite a few strategies there that we have developed, and try to participate in the futures market. So we've got I think 7 different instruments covered: gold, oil, the NQ, ES, RTY, CL, or ES, I mentioned. YM, that was what I was forgetting. Have the YM also. So Apex was running a 90% off sale, and yeah, I bought quite a few accounts back then, but I'm down to just a few at that good price. So try to get a few more over to the borderline there. Now TS, I haven't set any up for the ZF. Do you trade that one, and is it worth looking at? Let me write that down. ZF.
Order filled.
I'll look that up a little later. Okay, TS says the ZF and ZN, they're not quite as spastic, as erratic as the Lamborghini NQ, I guess. I'll get this one going on the number 130, 138. Nothing going on that one. That's funny. It sure does. It breaks down a lot. It's a fast one. Once you get a hold of the tail, though, whew, she can take you for a ride.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order filled.
So we'll get number 138 going on the PA account. Maybe in the chat you guys could tell me how many accounts you have, whether it's evals or PAs. You know, put you know, five evals or 5 PAs or whatever. Kind of give me a sense of what you're trading.
Order filled.
Oh. Oh, I might have been trading the wrong instrument. Shoot. The wrong expiration date.
Order submitted.
Hmm.
Order filled.
No, they were all right. Okay, we're good.
Order submitted.
Okay, number 138's armed now.
Order filled.
Ready to roll.
Order filled.
Yeah, good choice.
Order filled.
Okay, we're going to get a trade here. On quite a few of them.
Order filled. Order filled.
Looks like they got one out of there. Surprised it didn't take both. Must have went up so fast it only took one contract. Okay, Scott's working on 5 evals. Good. And 2 PAs. Way to go, Scott. Awesome.
Order submitted.
He's got that $250,000 PA, right? Is that your two PAs? One of them? Okay, cool. One 250K and one 150K. Yeah, that's fun. Anybody else type it in the chat there? That's cool to follow your stories too, and share them with other people, and try to be helpful if it's possible. That was another nice one, wasn't it, guys? Look at that beauty. Oof. While I'm doing live, I want to be more conservative. You guys wouldn't watch me if I just traded like I normally do. But $625 move so far. That's a beauty. Oof. This one's gonna go. What a beautiful call right there. Okay, TS, he's you've been blowing those 50K PAs, working on one PA and 5 250s. Wow, 5 on the evals. You have one PA for $250,000 PA. You made it to the geez, I forgot that number. Is it 15,000? Forgot that number. 15,000 of profit. Man, that's a huge number. I don't know what you call exciting, but it's there's more action. No, I would move those that target, like that one that just hit right here. I would have went ahead and slid it right on up, but it's a gamble. It's a risk to move them up, but for me to get to thousands and thousands of dollars, I can't just do it on 20 ticks. It's more than that. Oh, nice move here. It's a beauty. Okay, you got one more 50. Well, that's fun. On your PA, how are you doing on it? Is it the $250,000 one, TS? I couldn't quite. One PA, 5 250 evals. And someone traded that the other day in Discord. You may want to take a look if you haven't already. And they used the they used 10 contracts. 10 contracts. I think it was Steven. Steven might even be in this chat. But he traded that 250 like a champ. Nice cross entry right there. Oof, that's a beauty. And we caught that on all of them, but those other ones were under the water a little bit. Oh yeah, that's good. They give you quite a ways till you got to pay for it. The account. That's an $875 move so far.
Order filled.
Looks like it might be it.
Cancel.
That was a good move to the upside, though. We needed that one. If it's your first time joining us, introduce myself. I'm Mark Miller, the owner of Brightline Trading. This is our software that we develop. It's called the AI Auto Trader. And we kind of got our phone number and information there. But we are having a webinar this afternoon at 1 o'clock. Rory Powers will go ahead and tee up the software and show you some of the behind-the-scenes action here and the performance over a extended period of time. So you're welcome to join that. I think he put a link in the chat. Yeah, just not too far up. Kind of just scroll up in the chat there, wherever it says Brightline Trading. I think if you click on that that URL, you can sign up for the registration. I really appreciate whoever's given us good reviews recently too in the Trustpilot. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Charles is really outstanding, and most of you interact with him and Rory, and you really really have given us some nice feedback. So thank you very much. Yeah, if you would be interested in our software, we call it a white glove installation, but Charles will jump on your machine and get it all set up for you. Just so, again, this is a fully automated system. The idea is that you just enable them. Right here, these little check boxes over here. Once you enable them, they're live and working. What you would want to do is just run them in sim for a couple of days. It's called simulation mode. These are all running in sim, except these ones obviously that I've moved to these prop accounts. But you'd run them in sim for a few days at least to kind of get a feel for making sure the software's all working and that everything's tuned in properly. But once you start to see some data and you think that one looks like a good one to trade, you could just we'll just practice right here. So say this, I just bought the software. Charles just got me all set up and high-fived me and said, hey, good luck trading. What I would do the next morning, I would first of all go into the accounts tab and see which one's making money, and I would just, if you click there 3 times on the total P&L, it'll bring up the best one to the top. So that's kind of where I would start. I would say, okay, these ones are making money. That means they're doing good right now. Maybe I would try to trade these on my account. So that's kind of the way I would sort of take this software and use it myself. I've got a trade copier over here also that I use quite a bit. This one is from another company called, I think the company's called Flowbots, and this is the Replicanto. Now I have heard some information in Discord that maybe the newer version might have a few bugs. I don't know if this one does or not. I know I do get sticky orders or things here and there, but it's hard to point to one specific thing. But anyway, it's functioning fine. It helps me take one trade and just transfer that trade to other accounts. So far so good. Everything seems to be working fine there. Over here is what they call the RTrader Pro dashboard. It's Rhythmic is the data feed source, but these are they call them prop accounts, and the company that I use is Apex right now. So these are prop accounts from Apex. The ones that start with a a PA in front of means that you've passed your evaluations. These are evaluation accounts. So once you pass an evaluation, they give you these ones with the PA in front of them, and those are the ones that you can get paid from. So using the software over the last, well, so once we started broadcasting live on YouTube, Rue joined us, and Rue, thanks for, he's got another free copier there. Free copier, I use it. It's called Free Copier. That's a unique name. It's called Free Copier, Rue. He put that in the chat there for you if you wanted to use one there. But yeah, since I scaled up, because Rue was kind of saying, hey, maybe you should scale up. You guys are trying, you know, for these huge targets, which we are, because we could see right there, this one went, you know, what was that, $750 or whatever. But you know, since I scaled up, it's changed the dynamics of the auto trader drastically. And it's allowed me to bring in this little nest egg of goodies. So these are the P&Ls of all my PA accounts. I wish there was a way that it added up quick here with some sort of analysis, but it's about 10, 20, 30, 40, 55, 67, 65, almost $70,000 in potential payments coming to me. And that was only over the last, shoot, what was that? Only over the last 14 days. Only 14 days. Now these are trading days, so there's, you know, it's more than a couple of weeks, but so, you know, I haven't been, you know, I'll say, you know, digging into the accounts and scaling up since about, you know, a couple weeks, 3 weeks ago. So if yours aren't at that level yet, they could be soon if you're able to get lucky. And mine slip away too. They're easy come, easy go. Easy come, easy go. I don't get too emotionally attached to investment money. And if you do, this isn't a sport for you. That brings up, forgot to do this, all these signals and trading opportunities that I provide here orally or electronically. They're only for educational, demonstrational purposes only. Me or my team take no responsibility for any participation for your trading, whether it be profit or loss. Participation in the futures market involves substantial amount of risk. Please understand those risks or reach out to a financial advisor before making trades. Okay, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Pretty good looking leaderboard this morning. Got quite a few NQs hanging out in the top there. Got some CLs. And the one GC and the one RTY. Another RTY. It's got a good little mixture. Depends on what you like to trade. So the software caught that nice move, and it's been sitting on its hands since. Oh, here we go. Now this one could be iffy. This one we've got a pivot here. I did put 30. I think only 30 rooms of separation. So 150 would be 30, so it's just barely 30 ticks right there. Yeah, so we didn't get that trade because that pivot was a little too close. You know, the idea with software is it kind of keeps you out of some crappy trades, even though they look like good trades. Like that one looks like a good trade, but that volume zone there, we kind of know better that, you know, they eventually blow through the volume zones, but we don't know, you know, is that going to be the one or the next candle or the next candle? You know, so it's just kind of a safer trade not to get in the mix there. And we can see that one would have came back to get us. Okay, thanks, Root. If anybody's interested, you put it in the chat there, where you could go check out a trade copier. I think I gave $100 for this one, maybe plus or minus 20. I think I don't think it was much over 150 from my recollection. By the way, if anybody's like interested in being a day trader and kind of wants to switch off their normal job, which I did too. I was an electrical engineer for a long time, programming machines and robots and those kind of things. But if you look into it and you go research YouTube, you could potentially qualify for mark-to-market election on your taxes. And even our software, if you buy it, it'd be a write-off for you. Or this Replicanto, that's what I was thinking about. When I bought it, I got no taxes on it basically because it's part of my business, and not only right line trading but my own personal trading business. So that's kind of something to look into if you're interested in being a trader. The tax code is set up in our advantage. We're like an independent proprietor. That's why these are called prop trading, proprietary trading. So we're a proprietor. And we're out looking in the markets.
Order submitted. Order held. Order held. Order held.
Bring up that gold chart again and see what that's up to. Okay, going lower. Ooh, wow. Steep decline in gold.
Order held.
TS, that's hardcore. Did we really? Is that a serious statement? Got rid of our human rights lawyers? Is that a joke or what? Is it real? Why would we do that? Wow, gold's falling apart here.
Order held.
Just broke that last support. Now it can run all the way down, fill that gap. Great trade right here.
Held.
See if the support will hold. Wow, that's terrible. Huh.
Order filled.
Hmm. Okay, this is it's time to pour it on. We'll number 164.
Order submitted. Order filled.
Ooh. That was a big buyer came in on that one. Ouch. Man, that hurt.
Order filled.
So signal A kind of came out. This is, if I change the chart, this one would have came up and showed me to go long, but it's against the 50, so it wouldn't do that.
Order filled. Order filled.
Wow, the NQ is riding up big time. We got that one cross, but we'd have taken some heat on that one. Let's see. $360. That's a bit much. All right, great. Rory dropped in that link again. If anybody would like to come see the webinar at 1 o'clock, he'll show some more in-depth activity on the auto trader, go over some more performance over the last weeks or months, and he'll kind of show you some of the gadgets and features here in the background. Appreciate everybody joining the broadcast this morning. Have a great weekend and enjoy yourselves, and hope to see you back here Monday morning.